Hey Joshua, nice to have you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for making time to talk to us. It's a busy week as you entered last week of school at
Yes.
Mulgrave.
Yes.
So congratulations. I did hear that you've had some great success in some recent competitions and robotics, and we just wanted to take a moment to chat with you about those. So can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, about a month ago, I competed at the BC provincial competition for VEX Robotics. VEX Robotics is a high school, it's a type of high school competitive robotics. Teams from around the province, usually associated with the school, they'll build a robot and then go to the tournament to compete with it. And we built our robot and competed at the provincial level with it. And we won an award which qualified us for the VEX World Championships in Kentucky in the United States. And we'll be headed there on, I guess, April 17th for a 5-day tournament.
Wow. How do you prepare for a tournament like that?
Lots and lots of hours. So normally, most teams usually put in a few days after school. I guess approaching the Worlds for us, we're going to be putting in up to 9 hours, I guess, each day after school. I know we're hoping to work this Easter weekend. It's kind of a blessing because we have 4 days without school. We can push those last few steps or last few stages of the robot forward.
Wow. So are you familiar with some of your competitors? Can you view video and kind of get an idea of what they're going to do?
I think you can definitely search on YouTube VEX Starstruck, or that's the name of this year's game. I can get into that later. But teams will make reveals of their robots, kind of like montage videos to promote themselves. So they'll be more likely to be picked at the World Championships. There's over 500 teams competing at the World Championships, split into 5 different divisions. So it's a lot of competition.
What division are you hoping to compete in?
The divisions are randomly assigned. I think right now we're in a division called the engineering division. The divisions are named after, I'm sure you've heard of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. And they added 2 more, one called arts and one called research.
Oh, good.
Because it kept expanding.
Nice.
The tournament size.
So who do you have your eye on?
In terms of teams?
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's some big names, kind of popular names on the internet for having good robots or high scores in the game. But we're really not sure. We'll have to see when we get there.
So tell me a little bit about the robot you're building. Will it do something? Tell me about how it competes.
So every year there's a new game. The game basically consists of different ways to score points, and the robot has to try to score those points and get the highest score possible, usually against another team. You're competing against each other. This year, the goal of the game is to lift up these objects which are stars and cubes, to throw them over a fence. And basically, whoever has the least stars on their side wins the game. So you want to throw them over as fast as possible against your opponent.
Got it. So and then they have to focus on either picking it up and throwing it back out of their fence.
Yes, that's the fundamentals. There's a few more details to the rule, but that's the general premise of the game. So I guess most robots this year are claws that kind of grab the objects and then throw them backwards over the fence.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure it also opens up the opportunity to think about game strategy as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know many people are interested in building giant walls, so that will cover up the entire field and stop their opponents from throwing over. Other teams are interested in just collecting so many of the objects that they just do one final dump at the end and it'll win the match. But there's a lot of interesting strategies.
Yeah, and depending on what and you need to be nimble because depending on what you're facing, then you need to switch around. Well, that's super interesting. I'm curious, when did you develop a passion for robotics?
This started a long time ago for me. In grade 5, I think it was here at Mulgrave, I did a co-curricular in, I think it was Lego robotics. This was, quite a long ago. I think this was 2008, 2009.
Okay.
From there, the teachers leading the co-curricular noticed my interest, and I joined a competitive team in something called FLL, or First Lego League. And from there, I guess kept coming back and getting better and better until this point right at the end.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, congratulations. How have you competed with the same team for a while?
My story is more complicated. This team I'm competing with now, I've worked with this group of, teammates for about 2 years. The grade 5 team I competed with, it disbanded, and I've been through a selection of different teams and team members
throughout the years.
Between now and grade 5.
What do you think? What do you think makes a good team member a good team member?
Oh, this is an interesting question. There's many roles in a team. Often you'll need a programmer, someone to lead or know the larger picture, builders, even just people making the decorations or running the batteries back and forth are all critical to a team. I guess the key qualities of a good team member are to be open, cooperative, and always to be committed. Often that's the largest issue for a robotics team. Many people have to manage homework or other co-curriculars around, I guess, our intense schedule for building the robot. Especially approaching a world championship like this, we need commitment's that key value that we're looking for.
I'm sure. So are you going to be traveling with your family to Kentucky?
My family is coming to Kentucky. I'll be traveling with the team, with the robot. We kind of keep stay with our robot. Don't want to lose,
Yeah, I'm sure.
to lose that, but yes.
Awesome. And are you excited to see anything in Kentucky while
yeah,
you're there?
I've been looking forward to this tournament for basically since I started robotics. And there's been many times in previous years that I was like inches away from qualifying, but we couldn't get there. We were like top 8 teams qualifying, we were 9th.
Wow,
So,
Joshua,
but
congratulations. I'm
it's
just
exciting.
so happy for you. I guess that, so what are your next plans after you leave Mulgrave? Where are you headed?
After I leave Mulgrave, right now my first choice in a university is UBC. I'm hoping to, I guess, enter their engineering faculty, and the first year is a general first year in engineering. I'm looking to specialize either in mechatronics engineering or mechanical, but we'll see in university what my, I guess, interest grows in.
I have no doubt you'll find a place to land that really enables you to share all your amazing talents. So I really cannot thank you enough for your time and wish you all the best.
Thank you.